allegations of abuse and alleged onset treatment of some of Nickelodeon's child actors.
This is my first time being out in 2 years since my sister passed away. So that says a lot. This is my first public, outing.
When I try to call my son, people say, why you call? I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo. You've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man. And if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at?
Remember Lil Romeo? The reason he disappeared will leave you speechless. In the early 2000s, Percy Romeo Miller, better known as Lil Romeo, was everywhere. The Billboard charts, Nickelodeon, and every kid's playlist. He shot to fame with his hit My Baby, becoming a household name almost overnight.
I don't need a girlfriend.
But behind the spotlight, Romeo faced intense industry pressures, family conflicts, grief, and personal struggles, and challenges most fans never saw, which some believe explain why he suddenly vanished.
Towards paying off his father's taxes, y'all do remember that Master P was millions of dollars in debt behind on taxes back in the early 2000s, so that's a tough one. He says we've been living month to month since I was 18. This is a mirage.
Let's dive into his story. Romeo Miller's rise to fame started almost as soon as he could talk. Known then as Lil Romeo, he was the son of hip-hop mogul Master P. But even with a famous father, he had to prove himself.
Growing up with a pops like Master P is like, this man seen no limits, and he did everything for his family, and I lived an amazing childhood, even my Lil Romeo days.
In 2001, at just 12 years old, he released his debut single, My Baby. The song shot to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, making him one of the youngest artists to ever hit the top of the charts, a record that even beat Michael Jackson's early milestones. Clips from that time show a young boy performing with confidence beyond his years, and fans quickly fell in love with his energy and charm.
Romeo!
11-year-old Lil Romeo also wins the Billboard Music Award for Rap Single of the Year for My Baby.
Following the single, Lil Romeo released his first album, Lil Romeo, under his father's label, No Limit Records. The album peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200, proving that his success wasn't a one-off. He became a regular feature on TV, performing at award shows and interviews, often alongside his father, who guided him through the complex world of music and entertainment. In 2003, Romeo's career expanded to acting when he landed his own Nickelodeon sitcom, Romeo. The show aired for 3 seasons, totaling 53 episodes, and was primarily filmed in Vancouver, Canada. On screen, Romeo played a fictionalized version of himself, a talented kid juggling school, music, and family life. Behind the scenes, though, some fans and insiders hint that working on a daily TV schedule at such a young age wasn't easy.
Okay, no worries. Hey, so you want to shoot hoops after school?
Can't. Gotta get my hair braided before the limo shows up.
The show gave him massive exposure. He starred alongside family members and friends, and the series developed a loyal fan base. Yet, as the episodes rolled out, fans noticed a shift. Romeo started to appear less in interviews and public appearances outside Nickelodeon. Some conspiracy theories suggest that the pressures of working for a major kids network may have played a part, though nothing is confirmed. It's clear, however, that by the time the show ended in 2006, the once ubiquitous child star was already navigating the tricky balance between fame, school, and life as a preteen. Music, acting, and the spotlight came early, and while he achieved success that many adults never reach, there were hints that the world behind the cameras was far more complicated than fans realized. From top-charting singles to Nickelodeon sitcoms, Romeo Miller had achieved what few kids could dream of. But this was only the beginning of a story filled with unexpected struggles, family disputes, and personal challenges that would follow him into adulthood. While Lil Romeo's time on Nickelodeon brought fame and a loyal fan base, life behind the camera wasn't always as glamorous as it seemed. Fans loved watching him perform, laugh, and navigate his fictionalized version of childhood on Romeo. But some believe that the pressures of being a child star were heavier than anyone realized. The show ran for 3 seasons, filming 5 days a week, with Romeo balancing acting, music, school, and public appearances.
I got a novel I'm working on, a comic book I'm working on, and a new clothing line. So I'm really excited. You know, I went to school, I went to college, and I feel right now I mastered my craft.
Even though nothing is proven, all evidence suggests that being on set from morning to evening took a toll. Many child actors at the time reportedly faced strict schedules, intense rehearsal hours, and high expectations from producers and networks. Some fans point to moments in interviews where Romeo's laughter seemed forced, or where he appeared noticeably tired, as signs that life off camera was more stressful than on camera. While there are no verified claims linking him to any overt misconduct, rumors and fan speculation have long suggested that the Nickelodeon environment could be a tough place for young talent, especially someone who was also juggling a music career. Alongside acting, Romeo continued to release music, performing tours and recording albums while filming Romeo. His second album, Game Time, came out in 2002 and charted at number 33 on the Billboard 200. Then came Romeo Land in 2004. Maintaining both careers meant early mornings, late nights, and little downtime, leaving fans to wonder how he managed to handle such a demanding lifestyle. Some conspiracy theories reveal that the combination of heavy workloads and the entertainment industry's pressures may have contributed to why he gradually retreated from the public eye after his child star peak. Despite these pressures, Romeo seemed determined to succeed. He often appeared cheerful and confident in interviews, laughing with castmates and showing off his music skills. Yet, behind the scenes, sources suggest there were moments of exhaustion and frustration. Crew members and close observers noted that, like many child actors, he faced the constant challenge of being treated like an adult in professional situations while still living a typical adolescent life. Even though nothing is confirmed, all evidence points toward a demanding environment that required him to grow up faster than most kids his age.
My life, you know, growing up with a pops like Master P is like, this man's seen no limits.
Some fans also point to the end of Romeo in 2006 as a turning point. After the show concluded, Romeo didn't immediately appear in the same media spotlight he had once dominated. Many remember his sudden absence and wondered if he had disappeared. The reality is that he was likely regrouping, focusing on music, school, and figuring out how to transition into adulthood while still maintaining his career. It's not confirmed, but all evidence suggests that these behind-the-scenes pressures, combined with the challenges of growing up in the public eye, played a major role in why his presence seemed to fade for a period.
Once the spotlight faded, so did the career.
By the time fans saw him next, Romeo had matured into a young adult trying to balance music, acting, and personal life while navigating family dynamics and industry expectations. The pressures of Nickelodeon and early fame had left their mark, setting the stage for a complex path that would include new controversies, family disputes, and personal struggles. The story of his disappearance isn't about leaving the spotlight entirely. It's about navigating the very real difficulties of life as a former child star facing intense industry expectations. After Romeo ended in 2006, Romeo Miller faced the challenge that many former child stars know all too well: how to transition from a beloved kid performer into a credible adult artist. Fans had grown up with him, expecting the same bubbly, energetic performer they saw on Nickelodeon. But Romeo was entering a world where image, style, and maturity suddenly mattered more than ever. Some conspiracy theories reveal that this period was tricky for him, with public scrutiny and fan expectations weighing heavily. Romeo didn't step away from the spotlight entirely. He released his digital album Lottery in 2006 under the name Romeo, marking a deliberate shift from his child star persona. That same year, he released a soundtrack for his film God's Gift. which showcased a more mature sound, though still connected to his earlier music. While the music did not reach the heights of My Baby, it showed his desire to evolve as an artist and not be defined solely by his childhood success.
Lil Fred, I know you're working up there. Talk to Phil, no man, I got the man upstairs.
Acting continued to be a part of his career. Romeo appeared in films like Jumping the Broom in 2011 and Tyler Perry's Medea's Witness Protection in 2012. These roles were a stark contrast to his Nickelodeon days. More adult themes, more dramatic moments, and a chance to be taken seriously as an actor. He also explored reality television, appearing in shows such as X on the Beach, giving fans a peek into his personal life while building a new kind of audience. Even though nothing is confirmed, all evidence suggests that he faced challenges convincing the public and industry insiders that he was no longer just Lil Romeo, but a grown man navigating adult spaces.
How does it feel to be acting in a movie with one of the most successful men in Hollywood right now, Tyler Perry?
Public perception shifted as he attempted to rebrand. Some media coverage focused on his past child star image, creating challenges for Romeo as he tried to establish himself as a serious musician and actor. It's not confirmed, but many fans think this scrutiny contributed to periods where he seemed less visible or deliberately stepped back from major publicity events. Interviews from this period often show a thoughtful, reflective Romeo, hinting that he was aware of the transition challenges and carefully shaping his next steps. Music remained central to his journey. He founded his own label, The Next Generation, giving him control over his projects and allowing him to release music on his terms. This period also saw him experimenting with different genres and collaborations, further distancing himself from the purely child-focused image that had made him famous. By the late 2000s, it became clear that Romeo's evolution was about more than just changing his name or sound. It was about reclaiming agency over his career, building his brand independently, and navigating an industry that often defines young stars by their earliest successes. The challenges of this period laid the groundwork for the controversies and family dynamics that would later dominate headlines, showing that his disappearance from public view was less about leaving fame behind and more about carefully charting a new path in the complex world of adult entertainment.
When it comes to grief, I'll tell you, and I just got this clarity maybe last week, you have to be still, right? You have to be still and willing to love yourself, learn about yourself, and look in the mirror and know what you gotta grow from.
As Romeo Miller transitioned into adulthood, his personal life began to make headlines almost as much as his career. In December 2022, Romeo publicly accused his father, Master P, of mismanaging his earnings from his early music career. According to Romeo, all income from his Lil Romeo days was reportedly used to pay off Master P's IRS taxes, leaving him without financial support. He claimed that he and his siblings were living month to month and struggled to afford college. Despite their father's public image of wealth, fans on social media reacted strongly, with many expressing shock and disbelief that a child star could face such challenges despite apparent family riches.
Dad, you spent all my money paying off your own taxes and everything, and you know, Master P, like, yo, you're spoiled, you're 33, you know, why are you coming at me right now?
Family tensions deepened following the tragic death of Romeo's sister, Titiana Miller, in May 2022 from a fentanyl overdose. Romeo criticized Master P for not addressing his sister's mental health struggles, suggesting that family support had been sidelined for public appearances. Master P responded publicly, expressing disappointment at the disrespect and defending his own decisions. The conflict played out on social media, with heated posts and interviews revealing the deep-seated rift within the family. Some conspiracy theories reveal that fans believe the combination of early fame, financial disputes, and personal loss has heavily influenced Romeo's public image and career choices.
It's my first time being out in 2 years since my sister passed away. So that says a lot. This is my first public, outing.
In addition to family disputes, Romeo's professional relationships also face challenges. His departure from the reality show Growing Up Hip Hop highlighted tensions with cast members, including Angela Simmons and Lil Twist. Reports suggest that a disagreement over past work, specifically Romeo's involvement in ICDC college commercials, escalated to a point where he organized a sit-down meeting, but several cast members refused to attend. This episode reflected not only personal friction, but also the difficulty Romeo experienced in reconciling his child star past with his adult identity. Fans following the show online often speculated that this conflict revealed deeper issues behind the scenes, though nothing is confirmed.
We laughed at a lot of stuff because it was childish stuff that people was angry about.
Financial and legal challenges extended beyond family disputes. Romeo reportedly faced issues with business ventures and investments, adding layers of complexity to his relationship with both the entertainment industry and his family legacy. Some fans think that the combination of financial pressure, family tension, and public scrutiny contributed to the periods when Romeo seemed to retreat from the spotlight. Even though nothing is proven, all evidence suggests that these struggles heavily influenced his career trajectory and public presence. Despite the public feuds and controversies, Romeo has expressed a desire for reconciliation with his family. Interviews indicate that he hopes to mend relationships and move forward, though the path remains uncertain. The combination of financial disputes, tragic family events, and the pressures of fame created a challenging environment for him, shaping both his public persona and his private life. Real sound clips from interviews and social media reveal a young man determined to claim control over his story while navigating difficult family dynamics. Romeo Miller's struggles were not only about fame or career transitions, but were deeply intertwined with family, money, and personal loss. These events form a critical part of understanding why some fans think his disappearance from the public eye was more than just a career move. It was a response to complex, very real-life struggles that continued to shape him as an adult artist. In May 2024, Romeo Miller faced one of the most challenging moments of his life, a severe car accident that left him with a spinal injury. Reports indicate that the accident was serious, requiring multiple medical procedures and a lengthy recovery process. Clips shared on social media show Romeo post-surgery, walking with assistance and expressing gratitude for surviving what could have been a life-altering event. Fans reacted strongly, sending messages of support and relief, while some speculated on the potential long-term impact on his career.
I go walk in there, Romeo hit the thing, put the car in drive, run straight into Kentucky Fried Chicken, knock the glass down.
Despite the severity of the injury, Romeo approached his recovery with determination. He spoke about rehabilitation routines, physical therapy, and the mental strength required to regain mobility. Even though nothing is confirmed, some fans think that the accident could have contributed to a quieter period in his public life, as he prioritized health and recovery over appearances and performances. These moments highlight the human side of a star who had been in the public eye since childhood.
What's good? How you feeling?
Blessed to be alive, to be honest, man.
Looking good, bro.
Fresh from the hospital, you know, I got in that car accident, so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm fresh from the hospital.
The accident also sparked conversations about the pressures former child stars face as adults. Fans and commentators noted that navigating fame, family disputes, and professional responsibilities while dealing with a serious health issue could take a heavy toll. Romeo's candidness about his journey resonated with many, and he used the platform to emphasize resilience and personal accountability without delving into unnecessary drama. Even during recovery, Romeo remained engaged with his music and business ventures. While public appearances were limited, he shared updates on social media, giving fans insight into both his physical recovery and his ongoing work in the entertainment industry. Some conspiracy theories reveal that his reduced visibility fueled speculation about his career trajectory, but all evidence suggests that his focus was entirely on regaining health and stability. This period also reinforced the idea that life after early fame is not without its real-world challenges. from financial pressures to personal health crises. The car accident served as a turning point for Romeo in several ways. It showcased his vulnerability, reminded fans that he is human, and underscored the importance of self-care after years in the spotlight. By the end of 2024, Romeo had made significant strides in recovery. While he still faced challenges, his determination to rebuild and continue his career signaled a commitment to both personal growth and professional achievement. Fame, family conflicts, and career transitions, unexpected health crises can dramatically impact a young artist's life, and how they respond often shapes the next phase of their journey. For Romeo Miller, this accident became a testament to resilience, focus, and the ongoing challenge of balancing public life with personal recovery. As Romeo Miller entered adulthood, he increasingly used his platform to address issues close to him, particularly mental health advocacy. After the tragic death of his sister, Titiana Miller, in 2022, in interviews and social media posts, he urges fans to seek help, check on loved ones, and talk openly about emotional well-being. Many believe his own experiences growing up in the public eye shaped his desire to speak out.
When it comes to grief, I'll tell you, and I just got this clarity maybe last week, you have to be still, right? You have to be still and willing to love yourself, learn about yourself, and look in the mirror and know what you gotta grow from.
Romeo has also remained active in music and entertainment, releasing songs and collaborating with other artists. His music now reflects a more mature sound, often influenced by personal experiences and family dynamics. Behind-the-scenes content gives fans insight into his creative process, showing a clear evolution from the playful child star persona of Lil Romeo. Entrepreneurship is another key focus. He has founded multiple record labels, including Guitar Music, Take a Stand, The Next Generation, and No Limit Forever Records, highlighting his commitment to career control and supporting other artists. He has also starred and produced movies since then.
So I'm producing and starring in this, and I've been doing this for 25 plus years.
Despite past conflicts, Romeo has expressed interest in reconciling with family members, including Master P clips reveal both vulnerability and determination as he deals with public life while managing private issues. Beyond music and business, Romeo engages with audiences through acting roles, reality shows, and film projects, balancing visibility with personal growth. Till date, he stands as a multifaceted artist, entrepreneur, and advocate. From Lil Romeo to adult performer, his journey reflects fame, challenge, and resilience, with each chapter shaping the man and legacy he continues to build.